Okay, so all right, so hold on a second. So it looks like I might be segue into. It looks like I'm now segueing into the second video. So again, today's date is June 20th, 2021. This is video number 2. Okay, so you want to look for the first video will be in the same YouTube account, and you'll know that it's the first video when you see at the beginning of that video where it states today's date is June 20th, 2021. This is the second video of that 2-part video series, this being the second one. This right here, you see a screenshot of a tweet that was posted on Twitter within the last 3 months. Okay, what you want to do is bring this YouTube video up right here through its URL link, which is this video right here, which is episode number 58 in Dr. Catherine Horton's Stop 007 YouTube channel. Go into it and then look for the playlist that's titled Techno Crime Fighters Forum, and then scroll within that playlist until you find video number 58 and then video number 43. Because in video number 43, in the first video of this 2-part video series, I played an audio from it. Okay, so you can see what's going on there. And then I'm segueing now into exposure concerning what's exposed as well within the Techno Crime Fighters episode number 58. A few minutes ago, I was able to show this video without no type of blurring, so you could see its full title. Its title is Collecting Medical Evidence, Techno Crime Fighters Forum 58, Stop 007. Stop 007 is within parentheses. On Dr. Catherine Horton's YouTube channel, Stop 007. Okay? So, I'm going to play you some audio from this here in a second. And, but first, before I play you the audio, I want you to be able to see here. Alright, hold on a second. I want you to be able to see here that what you see here is the bumps that you see on the right part of the eyes is eye fluid sacs and water sacs that formed on my eyes as a direct result of me being hit with extreme high levels of electromagnetic weapons to the face, head, and throat on the night of June 2nd, 2020, at a wooded area that I described as the Octopus Tree location, because this crime made me homeless. So when I'm at a wooded area, when I make videos, I don't describe the physical location of that wooded area for safety, security, and legal purposes. What I do is I describe a landmark that's on the wooded area property. And at that wooded area property, there was literally a tree on it that literally looked like an octopus. So, and that's been exposed in many Periscope videos that are in my blog. So when I was at that area on the night of June 2nd, 2020, I was being hit with extremely high levels of electromagnetic weapons to the face, head, and throat. Electromagnetic weapons cause heat within the targeted part of the body that's being hit with them. As a direct result, it caused the eye fluid, and more than likely the brain fluid as well. Oh, absolutely. And the eye fluid and the water in my eyes to boil, which is why you see these sacs. Now, those sacs appeared on the surface of the eye, causing the back part of the remote neural monitoring eye lens implants to be pushed out, making them outwardly visible. And since the attack continued at Vaughn's grocery store on the day of the 3rd of June 3rd, 2020, when I left there, I went then to the University Town Center Mall, located in La Jolla, which is in San Diego County, California. On June 3rd, 2020, I went into the bathroom in their mall, and when I came out of the bathroom stall to wash my hands, the mirror being 2 inches away from the water faucet, I looked up and noticed that these white things in my eyes concerning the pupil and the retina. So I got out my video camera, brought up my phone, brought up Periscope, made a live broadcast, and this is snap screenshots from it. Okay? Okay, those are bicyclists going by the road. But how close, though, did those voices appear? Now, I'm not going to make any additional statements concerning that, and I know that probably sounded a little peculiar, but just keep that in mind, because I'm at a fucking wooded area. I'm at least 700 feet off the road. Okay? Absolutely. So, this YouTube URL link that you see in this snap screenshot of a tweet that these snap screenshots of the eyes were put in, and these are snap screenshots from the Periscope video. Okay? sent to the Dearborn Police, Michigan State Police, and I believe that person in the Ron Beggs, I don't know who, I forgot who exactly that is. Somebody connected either to the Dearborn, City of Dearborn, Michigan government or the police themselves. So anyways, so the eye fluid and water sacs bubbles that formed on the eyes, because the eye fluids in the water was trying to escape heat, and they were literally being hit with such high levels of energy, which produces the heat, they formed into bubbles, just like you see when you boil an egg. Okay? Now, as a result of these sacs, eye fluid sacs and water sacs forming, is what then, on the surface of the eye, it pushed the back part of the remote neuromonitoring eye lens implants that rest on the eyes out, making them transparently visible. Now, these remote neuromonitoring eye lens implants are discussed in this video. I'm going to play the audio of it right now.
Also, in terms of diagnostics, something to do is if you feel that you have eye implants, you might not actually feel the object, but you have the feeling that your stalkers can look through your eyes. What you could have on your lens is thin film technology, completely transparent, completely, you wouldn't feel it. You wouldn't even feel the readout, which also sits on the white bit of your lens. But apparently these things do show up again under ultraviolet light, known as black light. And the way they reflect is different from your natural lens and the iris. They will reflect, I'm just in the meantime looking for an image of this, which I've seen in this book. They will reflect turquoise or purple, I think. And then here in this book, which you can also use for court, there's an image of people exactly with this setup. So this is the Eye of Horus effect, okay?
This is what Millicent reports as well. I reported on that in her article because she has information from medical doctors who actually examined her eyes and found something like a turquoise ring, I think.
Exactly. And here you can actually see what it looks like. And the idea is you can take this is why I should invest in this book, because you can scan this and put it straight into your quote bundle and then quote the book. But also you can do this diagnostic yourself. And once you know what it looks like, you can buy, a torch. Don't shine it straight into your eye, but you can reflect off it. And what this means is if you get this odd effect and compare it to people who are not targeted, what this means is you just have a very thin crystal layer on your lens. It's like thin film technology. It's transparent crystals, but they can be used as a readout. So it's almost like having a little, LCD camera lens, in your eye. And then, of course, they can see exactly what you can see as well,
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's so important to sort of just speak openly about all of these things that people are reporting and people are finding, and for which we do indeed find evidence and correlation, in books like this, which are actually speaking openly about the technology that's out there. And because what we are actually reporting is, harmful, pernicious, non-consensual implantation of all of these medical devices and nanotech. So.
I think you might have to unmute Millicent.
Oh. Okay.
That's when she was gone.
Did that do it? Not yet? Oh my goodness, so they're not letting me unmute Millicent.
I can still see the mute symbol.
Oh boy. I'm trying to unmute over here.
This is just a joke. I mean, really, the hacking is getting
yeah,
far.
This is hacking. It's definitely hacking because I'm not muting her.
Okay, so it's stalling for a second, so bear with it. Hopefully it'll come back. The video's spinning right now. And the video's spinning right at the most pertinent part that's being led up to this exposure that I'm trying to expose, because they go on to talk about some of the additional features and functions, okay, of the capabilities of these non-consensual remote neuromonitoring eye lens implants. So basically what you're seeing right now is the video skipping. The video itself, not just the video being interrupted as they're going live stream, but the video itself is now skipping right before the most pertinent part of the video that I was trying to showcase in this video concerning the testimony in it. All right, now hold on. So now the video has disappeared. All right, so hold on a second. So let me bring it back up. Attempt to bring it back up, that is. So the actual video itself right now is spinning. So bear with me a second. Let me try and fix the situation by doing a cache clean. Now, you should also know that it's widely reported on the internet through the testimony of tens of thousands of gang stalking victims that the people who perpetrate this crime can and do hack into victims' cell phones, computers, and you will see when you go into the Techno Crime Fighters playlist, it being widely exposed as they're doing the interviews. Many of the interviews openly show them expose the fact that their ability to broadcast and a bunch of other statements being made are concerning computer hacking, phone hacking, blog account infiltration, and much more is done by and through these perpetrators in order to interrupt the live broadcast that's being made that's exposing the crimes. Okay? You'll see that in many of the Techno Crime Fighters video series videos that are made, and you will witness this when you research cyber hacking, phone hacking, computer hacking, and gang stalking crimes. Now, when that happened in that video just now, when it was playing, the interruptions started happening through the video itself as they were talking about them being hacked in real time in the video. Okay, so meaning that the video stopped playing on the phone as they were talking about their their broadcasting of the interview was being interrupted by the perpetrators. So they were talking about it, and then the YouTube video stopped playing. Okay, in real time. So I find that just a tad. Let's just say a tad weird. Now, what Dr. Catherine Horton was disclosing at that moment in time in the video, it showed her introducing these thin film eye lens implants that are being non-consensually put in gang stalking victims' eyes. And she also showed a picture that is within the book that is titled, let's see, Brain Implants and Messages, Nanomachines and the Creation of False Memories by Dr. Hildegard Staninger. I got that book right now in this tent, but it's packed up in a bag, and I don't want to have to get it out because it'll be a little bit too... Alright, so I'm trying to bring YouTube back up right now. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, so I can try and continue to play that relevant part of the video. Now, I got to take a very fast break here just for a second to do something, so just bear with me a second. And then I'm going to try to attempt to prove an additional thing in this video that was discussed in the Techno Crime Fighters video series video that Dr. Catherine Horton had already begun to talk about. And what she was stating is that if you got these biofilm remote neural monitoring eye lens implants in you, in gang stalking crimes, it's put there non-consensually by these mass murdering animals who host this crime. What you can do is you can buy a black UV light, which is also openly shown in the book of the title that I just talked to you about. The Brain Implants and Messages, Nanomachines and the Creation of False Memories by Dr. Hildegard Staninger. Okay, and you can Google her and just go to Google and type in Dr. Hildegard Staninger, One Cell Light, Blog Spot, Radio Broadcast, Melinda Kidder and Derek Robertson. She's got a lot of interviews, literal podcast interviews within her blogs. So, the one of One Cell Light is ONE. Okay, alright, bear with me a second. Alright, now, looks like I'm able as of right now to bring it back up the playlist. So let's see if I can bring back up the video. Now, what Dr. Catherine Horton was segueing into is that if you buy a black UV light and you shine it over the eyes...
muting her here.
Okay, so it looks like at this time I'm able to bring it back up. So if you take a black UV light and you shine it across the eyes... Alright, hold on, it's doing it again. I just brought it back up and now it did it again. So let me bring it back up one more time. See if it'll come back up. So if you got these biofilm remote neural monitoring eye lens implants in your eyes, which have a lot of nanodot light crystals on them, which is why when you look at this picture here.
Yeah. Catherine, can you try from your end? Because I think you may have done it.
See, what you gotta understand, when you look at this picture here, this snap screenshot that I showed you earlier that was put on Twitter, when you see this, do you see the white on both sides of the pupil there? Which is what caught my attention in the bathroom, which led me to make the choice of making the Periscope video that then caught them. The reason why you're seeing this light, more than likely, is that these eye lens implants, they have dots that are in evenly spaced rows on them. They're light crystals. And then when you send when the victim is within an electromagnetic field, which can be projected anywhere, that energy from that electromagnetic field acts as an energy source, like a battery, so that the functionality of the remote neural monitoring eye lens implants can work. Okay? I saw a video on Twitter not even 3 days ago where he put a video on Twitter where a guy was literally openly showing electromagnetic weapons and direct energy weapons being projected in his backyard, and it caused a child's toy to become active, meaning that it popped on and started playing. Okay? Literally. So you see, because you got to remember, these obviously have to have a power source. And if you got these in your eyes, there's an extreme likelihood that you got other implants in you as well, including even brain implants. Now, in the book that Dr. Hildegard Staninger wrote that I shared the title with you a second ago, it shows these in your eyes, and it talks about them like on page 7 and 8, and then it shows them in a woman's eyes in the towards the back of the book, while UV light is on the being positioned on the eyes. So let me just find something here. I set it down a second ago. It's literally a black UV light that I bought from Amazon. Okay, so this is it right here. Okay, let me just show you the box here real fast if I can find it, because I got multiple. All right, here it is. So this is it right here. This was bought by me from Amazon. It's an LED UV flashlight. Now, when you bring this video up, again, the title of the video is Collecting Medical Evidence, Techno Crime Fighters Forum 58 on Stop 007, Dr. Catherine Horton's YouTube channel. Go into it, look for the playlist that is titled Techno Crime Fighters. This is episode number 58. In case I don't have time to continue to play the remainder of that video. So in this video and in the book, it shows Dr. Catherine Horton State and Dr. Hildegard Staninger expose anybody that's got these non-consensual remote neural monitoring eye lens implants in their eyes. It's a biofilm that's got nanocrystals on them, making them a literal camera and video recorder. So basically, they can see through your eyes, they can project shit onto them, and whatever's projected onto them causes the victim to see it in their visual cortex, because whatever's projected onto them gets transferred through the retina to the optical nerve to the visual cortex. So when you see research remote neural monitoring online, you're going to see that absolute massive exposures of the fact that shit is being seen in the visual cortex, sent to the visual cortex of the victims through remote neural monitoring. It's one of its basic functions. So here's the UV light right here. Now, it's shown in this video and in the book that when you shine this type of light onto the eyes of a victim who's got this biofilm implants in their eyes, when you shine it on, the eyes themselves will look turquoise, especially the pupil, the blue part of the eyes. And I'm going to do that right now. All right, now hold on one second. I got to do one more fast thing here real fast. All right, hold on. Let me get my hat on because I got to do something here just real fast before I do it. I got to set the phone down. Bear with me. Now, if you got these in your eyes, what's going to happen is that the UV light is going to reflect turquoise, especially in the blue part of the eyes. But what you got to understand is this biofilm remote neural monitoring implant, which is non-consensual in my eyes, covers the entire eye, all the way across. Okay? And its height is at least the height of the top of the pupil and the bottom covering it from side to side. So I'm going to shine this UV light on my eyes right now. You can see I just turned it on. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this phone around because I'm making this video through the camera on the back of it. I'm going to turn it around, okay? And I'm going to shine this. So if you see the entire pupil being, okay, turquoise, which is like a pinkish purple, welcome to evidence. Welcome to truth. You ready? Check it out. Okay, now that was the left eye. Let's look at the right eye. Now, my fellow American citizens, I am being tortured with electromagnetic weapons, directed energy weapons on a daily fucking basis, including along my routes and absolutely at this wooded area and many others. There's a landmark right there, that wood mound right over there, that pyramid-shaped type looking thing you see there. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to play maybe just another minute or two. Now, when you go into this video, I'm trying to refine my glasses. You should also know that I have an ultrasound detector app on both of these phones that I have. I got two phones, same make and model, the one I'm making this video through, and that phone that I've been showing you evidence from. Okay, this is an ultrasound detector app, and this is a readout that just occurred here in the last 10 days. It's going on every day. Why would this be going on at wooded areas? And I've also caught the same type of readouts along my routes, including at Vaughn's. Ultrasonic sound bone conduction torture creates non-stop consecutive concussions. So imagine being in a massive non-stop consecutive concussive state while your brain is being massively fried internally through electromagnetic weapons and directed energy weapons attacks. So go to this video, and then when you go to this video, again, Collecting Medical Evidence, Techno Crime Fighters Forum, episode 58 on Stop 007's YouTube channel, Dr. Catherine Horton. Watch the entire video. She shows you the book that I told you about a couple minutes ago. She shows you the fact that women's eyes are showing turquoise in them. They have these non-consensual remote neuromonitoring lens implants in them. Okay, and it also shows you some of the other features and functions of how they're used. It's massive. This is not the only video that talks in this playlist that talks about these implants. In closing, you should also go to Google. I'm going to do it right now. Okay, I got to actually activate Google on this, and I'm going to let you go. You should also go to Google and type in at Google and YouTube Havana Syndrome attacks. Okay. The diplomats from the the USA diplomats from the Cuban embassy were hit with acoustic weapons and microwave weapons. That is now becoming mainstream. It's literally being reported on the news, as well as ex-CIA agents are being hit with it. They're calling it the Havana Syndrome because Havana, Cuba, I believe, is where the U.S. embassy was at in Cuba when these diplomats were being hit. And it's now becoming mainstream because the Senate right now it has either just recently passed laws or are literally in real time, meaning including in the past 10 days, it's been widely reported on the news. Let me just say, I'm going to do Google microphone. Havana Syndrome, acoustic weapons. Okay? So you should also bring this up. Type that in. Because ex-CIA agents are massively reporting it, as well as, what do you see there? What's a microwave weapon and is the Havana Syndrome real? ABC News. Now, these things that are being done that have been done against these recently reported ex-CIA agents, including one going all the way back to the 90s, and the U.S. diplomats to Cuba, that they experienced it at the U.S. Embassy in Cuba, which is why they're calling it the Havana Syndrome. These types of attacks, gang stalking victims, have been reporting for decades. Here's the ultrasonic sound bone conduction. This was just taken at this area in the last 12 days. And I take these readouts every day. In closing, let me bring up the app that's responsible for those readouts. I'm bringing it up right now. Look what you're going to see. Okay, it's lower today for some reason. Okay? Do you think that since it's widely reported that gang stalking crimes will monitor your in real-time exposures, as a direct result, they might adjust their behaviors? So you're literally seeing this ultrasound app being played at a wooded area, and look at what it's reading out. Now compare that to this. This was caught at this area, and the app is running right now. Now, why would ultrasonic sound bone conduction, be caught at a wooded area? thank you for listening. Everybody have a good day. Please make sure that if this ends up being 2 videos, meaning that if it's not a 1 hour long video, it will then get turned into 2 videos, 33 minutes for each. The first one is at least 33 minutes. Look for a second video in the YouTube channel you're watching this that shows at the beginning me stating today's date is June 20th, 2021. It's just the way this phone works when you're making videos. Have a good day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Everybody stay safe. You're literally seeing in real-time targeting. It mostly occurs to the right ear, but make no mistake about it, they target the left ear as well. And this is non-stop. Every second of every minute of every hour in every 24-hour period, my ears are enduring this. This is ultrasonic sound, brain auditorial resonance frequency targeting. So research auditorium visual brain entrainment to remote neural monitoring to gang stalking. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for listening. And just real fast, in order to be able to instantly prove to you that I'm a gang stalking victim, go to YouTube search box and type in the following. I'm getting ready to show it to you here in a second. What you want to do is type in the following to YouTube search box. I'm going to show it to you right here. What you want to do is go to Google and type in the sensitization method of gang stalking, repeating words and phrases, repeating identical words and phrases. So what you want to do is go to YouTube search box and type in at YouTube search box the title of this playlist, one of many, which is mine, MTS, Gang Stalk, Oh My God, Suck My DSUK. It's got massive videos in it showing people being propped up around me, repeating Gang Stalk, Oh My God, Suck Dick, Gang Stalk, Oh My God, Suck My DSUK. This is the San Diego prosecutors and public defenders being caught doing it. This is it occurring at UCSD. There's many videos of that. Same thing caught at wooded areas. Same thing caught on MTS bus routes. Okay, that's got to do with auditorial brain entrainment. And here's also a video of it being, text messages being sent to an older phone of mine when I was in Rose Canyon Park in San Diego. This is it being caught at social services. It's caught everywhere. Ross Grocery Store, wooded areas, okay, Rose Canyon. It's massive. So, again, that's related to the sensitization technique of gang stalking, repeating words and phrases, repeating identical words and phrases. And victims of gang stalking who are experiencing voice to skull are stating that they're experiencing repeated identical statements and words and phrases through voice to skull as well. So sit in a quiet room when you bring this playlist up, read the descriptions so you'll know what's being exposed, and then listen to the videos, and you'll see what's in the descriptions is what you hear in the videos of people being propped up around me in the backgrounds of the environments, repeating what you see described in the description of the playlist. The only way that can be achieved is through criminal tracking, stalking, and since they're saying gang stalk as they're repeating gang stalk, oh my God, and suck dick, okay, I've never told anybody I'm being gang stalked in San Diego except for police. SDPD, SDSD, SDSU police, USD police, and UCSD police. So how are people being made aware of where I'm at so people can be propped up around me to repeat the name of the crime happening to me? Have a good day, everybody. Take care.